Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect. Today we're jumping back into Create Astral and getting ourselves into Applied Energistics. Hopefully you guys are ready. So you heard me right. Today we're getting into Applied Energistics. We're gonna try our best to do that. So I have myself prepped up some stuff to go exploring, but before we go exploring, we actually have to utilize the machine that we made last episode, and that's the Alternator. Now, the reason we need this alternator is because we need to use a charger, which is going to be silver plates, which I should be able to craft up real quick. We're going to need to use this to make ourselves a meteorite compass. We need a piece of charged Certus quartz in order to make this thing. And so that is going to be interesting all in itself. I think I have silver plates laying around here. Yep, there they are. So yes, we are going to need to craft this up, make ourselves a charger, and then utilize the alternator over here to get some power into this to be able to charge these crystals. So let me actually find some of the crystals. I think I have another crystal laying around. And see, having Applied Energistics is really going to solve this problem. I can just search, and I don't have to go through all of my chest individually looking for a specific item. Now, temporarily, just to get this up and running, I think this is going fast enough. But I went ahead and just moved this over here so we can utilize this alternator. Let's see. Is this going to be enough to power it? Power it just basically. Okay, so it is, and it does seem like it's producing 1 Fe a tick. Oh my, this is, okay, it's enough though. It's enough to at least get us started, and we can have this up and running. But my goodness, we're going to have a much larger setup to get any sort of power out of this. At this rate, I don't know if it just, maybe we need to spin it faster. But it is utilizing all of the, well, it's utilizing half of the stress units. So we could technically make this faster, but it's almost fully charged up. And as soon as we get it in here, we can place this in. And once it does reach max charge, then it should convert. And there we go. Perfect. Shocking. So with this, we can then make a meteorite compass. Oh goodness. All things are coming together. Nice. So the meteorite compass is very important. Now, I tried searching for the meteorites with the explorer's compass, and for some reason it just wasn't showing anything. So hopefully this is going to work. And these are only supposed to be found on the moon. So I have my quadcopter. I have some spare oxygen tanks. So as we're going through our journey, we can just use those. And I guess without further ado, let's go explore or meteorites. So now that I'm on the moon, let's hop onto the quadcopter and let's go for a journey. Now, this really confused me at first because I thought I needed the meteorite compass. I absolutely do not need it because it will not help me in my journeys because we are not looking for meteorites. We're looking for meteors. It's very, very confusing inside of... It's very confusing because this is the actual thing called a meteor that we're looking for. Meteorites normally are what goes through the Earth's atmosphere and hits Earth and survives. Meteorites are normally that. Meteors have not touched the Earth's surface. So we're actually looking for meteors. So that may be a little bit confusing in the quest. But as we move forward, let's go ahead and look for them. Now, they show up on the map pretty easily, but we can also use the locator command to actually find that. So this right here, the locate meteor, right? And we can bounce back and forth. But honestly, I'm going to say that just seeing them, which we've already been to one of them, is probably going to be the best bet. You can see they're all over the place here. Also, interesting looking biome over here. And yeah, so thankfully we can fly, and we have backup reserves for our oxygen, so that will also help. Now, some of these might turn up empty, but thankfully this one has an Inscriber press. But yes, definitely want to grab everything that's inside. And we finally got the first Inscriber press. Very nice. Now that's just one part. That is just that. We have to find these as well. I believe. Yeah, I believe these are found inside. And if you find them on a server, you can of course make duplicates for your friends. That would probably be the easiest thing to do, so they don't have to suffer through the intense journey of going from meteor to meteor. Not meteorite to meteorite. By the way, this quadcopter is really sick because we can get up here, by the way, and there's ancient debris and stuff up here. But not only that, like we can just like land down here and I can open the chests And look at that, we just got a venom glaive. Oh my gosh. That makes this so much easier. Look at that, there's ancient debris right there. I'll definitely be coming back for that. Is there anything else? Not really. Now, I don't know if this is true, but it seems like some of these might not be a good idea to just go straight down, but it feels like some of these might have different loot. For example, this feels like more of a default at Astral version, but oh my god, it had logic and silicon and a name precedent. Okay, never mind. I guess they all have a chance of rolling that loot. Some of these are incredibly frustrating as they have obsidian in them. Oh yeah, that's rough. Oh my gosh, and I'm being attacked right as I was mining that. Why you gotta be that way? Why you gotta do me that? This guy shoots way too fast, by the way. Like, it's gonna take away your gear. Oh my gosh. This is the worst. Yep, one more hit. I hate those guys. Why? It just literally does durability damage. But at least we can open up the chest and hope for something else. So we ended up having, we got another Inscriber. Same thing we pretty much already have. Okay, well, we're gonna keep going. We gotta keep looking. And once it's dark, it's gonna be a lot harder. Time to check another one, and nope. But we are getting a bunch of silver, which I can't complain about too much. It's dark, and of course, some of these that you mine through, you don't get anything in. It is, it's spooky out. There's a lot of bad guys out here. Oh my gosh. These lunar guys are, a force to be reckoned with for sure. You definitely don't want to get caught slipping up. This biome up here, though, has tons of slime. Like, there's just blocks of slime everywhere. That's pretty sick. And what is this material? Oh my gosh, there's phantoms, lime terracotta. There's phantoms at night? I've slept. I don't know what these guys are doing, but I have definitely slept. And another meteor down, and another one bites the dust. Ooh, look at that. In engineering. Okay, so we are missing one more. We're missing one more. So we have the Inscribe with the logic press, the silicon press, the engineering press, and now we are missing the calculation press. Yep. And hopefully we find that one soon. Flying through this planet at night is beautiful and creepy all at the same time. Like, just seeing everything off in the distance is just kind of jarring here, but beautiful at the same time. God, it's so good looking. Now, I'm starting to get a little low on oxygen, as you can see, but I do have oxygen tanks that are contained, that have some oxygen in them. If I right click, as you can see, it goes up. Now, thankfully, these are reusable, so definitely worth bringing with you on your trip. And as you can see, it looks like the sun's coming up, so hopefully things get a little bit easier on me. It's already morning again, but found another one again, and this one has an engineering press and another. Oh goodness, we still haven't found it. Working on it though. We should get there soon. Fingers crossed, maybe this one. And it has the logic press and another. My goodness, the repeats on these. My RNG is just not with me today. Come on, big money, and I swear there's just engineering, logic, and silicon presses. Why am I not finding the other one? May RNG be not in my favor. Darn. At this point, is this going to be the magic box? Inscriber logic? Logic. It is not. I see what you guys were mentioning in the comment section. Maybe another night has started, and I'm still on the hunt. Still on the hunt, as you can see. I am so set to try and find this thing that I continue to keep looking for it, even though it has been almost an hour now of searching. I feel like at this point I should have found it. I don't know though. Come on! And more silicon presses. You know, the more that I look at, I'm trying to figure out what exactly I need it for, and it's the ME crafting terminal. So like, I definitely need this press. 100% I need this press. What is the deal? And nope. And I feel like it's just getting worse and worse now. Fingers crossed this is the magic box. And it's not. Fingers crossed. And that's just dash. And is this one? Nope. Maybe this one? Maybe? No. I hope you can hear the desperation because it's getting more intense. And is this the magic one? No. Maybe this is the one? And oh my god, it is. After so long. Why did that take so long? I have no idea. But my god, that was a journey. Look at this. Look at this trip. Look at this trip everywhere. I have flown all over the place. Gone to every single one of these. Finally. Finally. Now as I journey back, I hope I have enough. I have enough oxygen to get all the way back. Because I'm out of oxygen. So now that I have all the presses, we should be able to utilize them, but this power is just not going to suffice. I'm going to probably have to do exactly what it wants me to do, but that just seems like an insane jumping in. This is only 1 FE a tick. I don't think this is going to go over very well with making the press using the Inscriber here. I can go ahead and try it though. Let's go ahead and grab our Inscriber. And we'll make this. This goes into the saw. Here, turns into an Inscriber. Pretty simple. And then we need to start working on this. Okay. So if I get rid of this and I place this here, that starts to charge up. Thankfully, it is pretty well charged. It was almost charged instantly. You can see the storage there. Okay, and then we'll use the presses in here. Now, what do I need to make this? So to make this, we just smelt down the quartz. Okay, that seems pretty fair. I wonder, I mean, we probably will need at least a few, if not an entire drive of 1Ks. I think that should definitely get us by, is having at least a single drive of 1Ks. But I am going to need a little bit more of the quartz to get this started. For right now, I can go ahead and get that cooked up. And this is going to be the silicon. Yep, this is going to be a lengthy process. So this is apparently sussy silicon. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this in here with our silicon press. And is this going to work? Okay. I mean, honestly, this is actually keeping up with the power pretty easily. And if we do all this by hand, it's going to take a little bit of time, but we only need a few things. Right? To get a basic storage setup, we need an ME drive, right? This is going to require 2 of the engineering, which is just diamonds, right? Diamonds pressed up. The hard part is actually going to be this. So we're going to need a logic press for this, another Certus quartz crystal. We also need shimmer dust, which is a thing that we have to go down back underground to do. And then we have our press. We apply everything with shimmer dust. So we're going to need a little bit of shimmer dust, it looks like. And then to make a plate, we just need quartz. Everything's pretty simple there, just more shimmer dust. But the calculation is probably the hardest part. We do need a Certus quartz. Actually, no, that's pretty easy. We should be able to just be able to mine this. And we don't have to worry about doing any of the duplication stuff. Okay, it should be good, yeah. Like a crystal growth accelerator, like we shouldn't need to worry about any of that right now. I think that's about it. Yeah, all seems rather simple to do. What about making the cables? Do we need anything special for the cables for this? It looks like we just need shimmer dust. Nice. Which is, of course, flux dust, but we're calling it shimmer dust. So, to get the shimmer dust, all we gotta do is place this down and cast out onto our Certus. There we go. Shimmer dust. So at the moment, I'm slowly but surely working on getting everything crafted up. I have my calculation. I'm about to drop one of those in. As you can see, I've already printed out, because to be able to just get the basic infrastructure, such as the ME drive, and to get myself an ME terminal up and running, an ME crafting terminal specifically, I need these 3 things in this amount. So I'm going to need 2 engineerings. And now to get these crafted up, we can put this in the base. It's kind of easier to have these lined up. And you can use hoppers to sort of place these in. For right now, I'm just doing it by hand. But we place this in and we use this instead of redstone. So this will make the actual circuit that we need. It's not too difficult to get this all set up. It's just a little bit of a time sink. So it's at this point where the magic really starts to happen. So let's get ourselves some shimmer ME glass cable. I just love that it's shimmery. And we need some silver plates. And yes, I do walk around. I know this can spin, but if it's just here on the side, it just seems really easy for me just to walk over there. Instead of spinning it around 3 times. Like if it just rotated back and then back the other way, that may be a little bit easier to just hit the button. But I don't mind a little bit of movement. But there we go. There's the ME drive. That is the easiest part. And then we have all of these. So this is one of the logics, which will end up making a formation core. And then I need Certus quartz. I believe I have quartz laying around over here. Yep. So we'll grab that. And the quartz is going to be for the annihilation core. Thankfully, we get 2 of those. And then we need to make the panel, which the panel, by the way, requires quartz glass. So let me grab some glasses. I love how I know where everything is at this point. Just because of just, yeah, where I've been dumping everything. So panel, make the glass. It's 4 of those. And then last but not least, if I can get to it, we need glowstone dust as well. All the little things that will be so much easier to obtain after we get this made and set up. Like everything will just be in one place. And then we can search for all the individual items and all that good stuff. Man, I'm excited. I want this storage more than anything right now. Just more than anything. Goodness. Okay. So, almost done. So, here's the final panel. There's the illuminations. And then we need this, which just needs the ME terminal. There's that done. And then we need a crafting grid, which I'm pretty sure I don't have on me, but we should be able to make one real quick. That will get consumed, saving me some space. And there we go. So these are the 2 magic parts of this. And then, of course, we also need 1 shimmering glass. Now, that is just to get these items ready to go. Ready to rock and roll, right? So this is all you need to get started with AE. And of course, we need power and need to be able to power it. We're going to work on that with that alternator. But now that we have that, we need to start taking a look at applied energistics drives. Because the drives that go into the slots, those are going to be the most important part, right? And as you can see right here, there are these are 1K, but they only store 63 individual types of items. So that's kind of important. This is definitely kind of an important part. Now, to make this, it requires quartz. It's also going to require 3 shimmer dust to actually incorporate everything into a drive itself. So we need to keep up with the fact that we need all the shimmer dust and quartz. And then we also are going to need what looks to be Certus quartz itself to make each drive, and it's surrounded by a logic press. Now, to make this is where I thought we were going to get by with not needing to do this. But yes, we are going to need to do this. And so when I say this, I am meaning we need to turn this dust with some sand into little tiny balls, and we need to let those grow in water. But they take a long time on their own, right? So this is where the growth accelerator will probably be the best bet. And we need 4 of them, but I just don't know if we are going to have enough power to do that. We're going to have to come up with a better solution for power. I mean, maybe we can get by with like 4 of these or something. I got to figure something out. So I have done a little bit of work. As you can see, I'm slowly getting my steam engine set up. This in total should produce over 8,000, a little over 8,000 stress units with this current setup. These are just running off of the basic setups and not using the blaze burners. But what I need to do now is I need to get this sort of filled in down here so that way I can get the pumps working. So I have all this hooked up. These are doubled up so that way this pump should be able to fill the water here sufficiently. And so down here, I'm going to need to create an infinite water source on each of the corners. And I'm hoping that this combined with, let's see, this combined with the speed controller, hopefully we can dial in and actually get some RF out of our alternator. That's going to be a big challenge, and I'm hoping that we can dial it in with that new tool we have. So I now have the rotational speed controller. I did flip the direction this was going. Thankfully, if you flip one, it actually flips all of them, which is handy. But the rotational speed controller can go, let's see, on its side like this, connected here, as you can see. And let's go ahead and get some shafts. And then that's connected in, and that's rotating both on the same. And now this is where the power happens, right there. And this is where we can adjust the speed that is taking place here. Okay, so let me go grab the alternator, and we're going to see how much we can actually generate. I'm kind of curious, how much power can we generate using this method? So let's get this bad boy hooked in. There it is. Currently, it is not going fast enough. So let's bump up the speed until this thing actually stops. Well, there's 256 speed. This is only generating 15 FE per tick, or RF per tick. Oh my gosh. That's it. That's max speed. The only way we can make this faster is by using a small cog and gear ratioing up from this. Okay. That breaks instantly. But will it break? Okay, it does break instantly. Is that the max RPM? 256? I guess it is. We go one down. That's got to be max RPM. Yeah, max RPM. Only 15. These only produce 15 RF per tick. That is going to be rough. This is where we're going to need multiples of these, I guess. Because that just doesn't seem to be generating all that much power. So after grinding out, I went back to the moon and got myself some more Certus. But this should work. Let's go ahead and grab this out. I'm going to do this down here. And I'm hoping that it's going to work for us. So what I need is I'm going to use this water spot. This is where things are going to grow. I went ahead and made the growth accelerators. And 4 of them should work just fine. I don't know. Did I place that wrong? Should go straight down. Yeah, straight down is how I want this to work. Place that. Place this one down and this one. Okay, and then I believe... Will the power work between this? No, the power needs to be connected. Oh, but we can't connect it directly? Do we need a acceptor? We might need an acceptor in order to get the power out of here. Very interesting. So I got the acceptor made. So this is the energy acceptor. I'm assuming this will connect directly. It says device offline. Now it says online. Okay. Is this going to be enough power to power this? That says online. Boy, I hope so, because otherwise, this is going to be a very long process. Device online. Okay. So now they're all online. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 32 of these, and this will make a stack of Certus. So you can see right there, I just took 32 of those. And now if I toss this in, it should grow a lot faster than as if it was default. And thankfully, we don't need to do this all the time. We just need to do it for right now. And this energy acceptor is going to be used later on as well. Hopefully our applied system doesn't cost that much with a couple of drives in it. I'm hoping just a basic setup should be able to get us done. But as you can see, it's growing, and that's what we want to see, because we need these crystals in order to make the drives. So it looks like it's done. Now, keep in mind, this cost would normally take 20 minutes, but it only took a couple of minutes by doing it this way. And so there we go. The 15 FE, I guess, is going to hopefully get the job done. And I'm hoping this is going to get the job done so we can actually redesign our entire storage system to be just 3 blocks. Now, I was thinking there's got to be a better way to get power, right? Oh my gosh, did I forget about the vibration chamber? this is a way to produce power for applied energistics, and it does work. It does work. I was able to connect this, and it does give out power. Oh my gosh. That's exactly what I need. We need this for most of our stuff. And this is perfect. This should work. Now, currently, it doesn't look like this. It says device online, so this should work, right? Let's take a look at our drives. Let's take a look at applied and storage drives. Now, so to make this right here, we need shimmer and Certus quartz, and we're going to be making a bunch of logic presses, right? So I need to grab my logic inscriber press, my gold, and we're going to be making a bunch of these. So let's see. Does this actually work? It does. So there we go. And we will most likely be able to also power our AE system with at least vibration chambers. So that just made things a lot easier. Oh, goodness. Because this right here, this is a mess. By the way, if you're wondering what the vibration chamber looks like as far as the recipe goes, it's not that bad. It, however, does require an energy acceptor in order to use it. But the energy acceptor is pretty cheap as well. And like all in all, this is not a bad recipe. So I'm now to the point where I realize I'm going to need a lot more of the shimmer dust. But we have our first 2 storages. And you know what? I can't complain too much about that. Now, I haven't turned them into drives yet, but I do need to grab a lever. And we are going to set up actually a hopper down on the shimmer. And that should apply everything. And I think after I get about a stack of this made up, we'll have all of the disk drives and everything we need. And we get to put this thing together. So there we go. I just got the housing crafted up. And then we can make all of the storages. This is 10 of them, which is the exact amount needed to get this up and running. And so it should be just as simple as connecting directly to this. So let's see. Let's go ahead and place this here. It says device online. So it is being powered. Wow, it's powered directly to that. So place this on top. And then all we got to do is grab our screen. And I am just like out of resources. So here it is. Place all of our drives in. And there we go. We have ourselves a terminal hooked up. And the only thing we need to do is give power to our vibration chamber. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. We'll use this for something else. It's definitely going to be used for that down there. I wish I would have known about the vibration chamber, but this needed to be set up anyways. We might actually just take this and use this for some other rotational power stuff. But for right now, there we go. We have ourselves applied energistics set up. And I can now take like tons of our items, right? I know we have a lot of items. That's kind of the problem. But 64 times 10. That is where this is now going to be at. Oh, and we just can access everything much quicker. Just life is just going to be a lot easier now. So now the beautiful thing is setting this up should be as simple as this. Placing this in and then placing that on top and then placing our vibration chamber up there and then placing our drives in. So as you can see, it actually shows what we have sort of stored in our drives, which is kind of cool. I don't think I have anything in those. There we go. And boop. And give this our fuel. And we can see this should all kick on. And now we have storage. And I've gotten just about everything moved over that I deemed necessary, I think. So everything is moved over. Like everything that I would need is already in there. And that's fantastic. And it didn't even take up that much space. Like only one of the drives are fully full. And we still have 5 other drives that have nothing in them at all. Well, guys, what a journey today. My goodness. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to click that subscribe button and give this video a huge thumbs up, guys. I really appreciate it. Of course, there's more to come, so I hope to see you guys in the future episodes. And I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend if you are watching this the day of it being published. And, well, I think it's at the point where we thank the supporter of today's video. And that huge thanks is going to go to If I can spell things right, I always misspell it. Little Ruby, thank you so much for your amazing support, by the way, over on the Discord, becoming a Discord premium member. And guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Of course, I will see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.